Yo, what it do? It's your boy Christian. Joe, some people know me as Canawan, they know me as Cookie Man. In this video, I'm gonna share with you the morning routine strategies that I've used. Because over the years, I've adapted, I've tweaked, and I've reiterated countless morning strategies. My biggest challenge came down to these three things: lack of personalization, strugglement with time management, and inconsistent sleep habits. So I hope you get a little bit of gems from me. I hope you create your own routine or start embarking into creating your own routine.
Look, why can't I find it? Problem number one, lack of personalization, okay? Some people like beer. Some people like wine. Some people don't even drink. One's own personalization of their life is what makes them is the solution. Because I already told you the problem. The problem is not everything's gonna fit for you. The problem is that you have lack of personalization for your own morning routine. You haven't made your own recipe. So the solution here is self-reflection. Self-reflection. Okay? Why do you want to develop a morning routine? You've got to ask yourself, why do you want to build a morning routine? That's the number two that helped me, is what is important to me that I want to build. Do I want to wake up earlier? Do I want to wake up feeling energized? Do I want to wake up earlier to go to the gym? Do I want to just wake up before the sun because that's what gets me energized? Everybody's different. Or do you just want to have a set routine? Doesn't matter about time. You don't need to wake up at 6, 7, 8. Doesn't matter. As long as you stick to one routine. I use now the third thing within the certain self-reflection. You have your why. Why do you want to do it? You have your what. What's important to you? And then the third thing is going to be how. How are you going to implement this? How are you going to put these new habits that you want to build into a flow state, into operations for yourself? How do you do that? Example. I'm gonna give you an example. Oh yeah, I want to develop this morning routine. Boom, I already got my why. Why? Because I want to live a healthier lifestyle. What am I gonna do to live a healthier lifestyle? Wake up early, I'm gonna get to the gym, and I'm gonna cook my meals. How am I gonna do that? Okay, so I'm gonna prep my gym bag at nighttime, and then I'm gonna prep my food at nighttime. So early in the morning, my shit's already by the door, and then my food's already ready to rock and roll in the refrigerator. So all I gotta do is just grab it and put it in my bag. That's it, plain and simple. Okay? Now, to take a step out of self-reflection, the thing that you have to do to make these changes is going to be consistency. Consistency is what's going to help you build these routines. You wake up and you stick to that routine every single day. Try 21 days, try a month, try 14 days, try 7 days. If you're new to this, implementing morning routines or implementing a routine that works well for you, try 7 days. After 7 days, you come back and see, you reflect on what worked for you, what didn't work, what resonated with you, and what you dislike about it. Okay? You know, what helped me to build a well-structured morning routine that's aligned for me was developing a habit tracking system for myself. Keeping track of my progress not only gave me a sense of an accomplishment, that dopamine high, but it gave me a visual representation of my progress. I noticed that with each entry, jotting down details on how you felt and any barriers or even anything that helped me check off this task fueled me to stay consistent. I created several habit tracking systems, but I discovered two that helped me out the most. Hourly tracking. I would track what I'll do every hour, and then just to stay on the path and stay focused throughout the day, not to get caught into monkey mind mode. That's number one. And then number two would be placing down the things I needed to do in order to complete that task and transition for you, especially when you're starting off something. You kind of want to make things a little bit easier so then you can work with it. What I did, I would track my hours and see what I've done, and then at the end of the night, I would be like, oh man, I did this was functional, this wasn't functional, it'll make me feel guilty or make me feel good. It's a progress for us all. And I think the third subcategory with personalizing your own morning routine is nightly iterations, meaning you review your day. So what I mean about that, you could use a journal, you could use a voice recorder, but you're going to need a habit tracking system to clearly and crystallize what you did throughout the day to make it better for the next day. That's the problem. The problem is you haven't personalized your own morning routine going. And when you're personalizing your own morning routine, you want to understand why you're doing it, you understand what you need to do, and then how you're going to do it. You gotta be consistent, and then you gotta track your progress. Habit tracking, and then nightly reiteration. That's the problem number one. Those are some solutions that I've created for myself and that works for me. Let me know if time management struggles.
Okay, I struggle with time management too.
Time wasters. You gotta identify common morning time wasters. You gotta know what the fuck you do when you wake up and what you do to waste time. You wake up, you grab your phone, that's the first thing you do. You turn on the TV, start listening to a bunch of jibby jabber shit, the news. Do you lay in bed, just daydream and contemplate about the rest of the day you have? What are your time wasters? Checking your social media platforms upon arising, getting your things ready for the gym, having to cook breakfast, or hitting the vape pen. Those were things that wasted my time early in the morning, because you always gotta be ready. Because if you're always ready, you don't need to get ready. So, perfect examples for me to share with you guys. Wanted to go to the gym by 7 a.m. I'll wake up at 6. I'll spend 20 to 30 minutes getting ready, putting my gym clothes together, cooking some food. That's like probably 30 to 45 minutes right there. Not including my morning routine. So there was points where I was just like, I'm wasting so much time early in the morning just to get to the gym. Which is a reason why I told you lack of personalization and problem number one. And the solution, start everything the night before. Everything starts the night before. That was my problem. I would waste my time doing these things, justifying that I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna do this. Well, they were time wasters. How did I find a solution for them? Well, I used Pomodoro technique, time blocking, the 2-minute rule, to time tracking. There are numerous time management systems that can be used to manage your time. There's so many different things that you can use to manage your time. I personally enjoy both Pomodoro technique and time blocking. So essentially I use time blocking, hey, from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. I'm just gonna be studying, or from 3 to 6 I'm gonna be cooking food, okay? And then within that time block I'll be like, okay, so I'm gonna do rice and proteins. All right, bet 20 minutes I'm gonna cook my rice, let that settle, and then for another 20 to 40 minutes I'm gonna season my food, let it marinate, and then the last 60 minutes I'm gonna cook it. You know, there's different strategies, techniques that I use to actually manage my time. So now, for unexpected events or any type of occurrences that fall on your nap that the life and universe likes to give us, I like to designate it to my 2-minute rule. If you could do that task in less than 2 minutes, you fucking do it. You fucking do it quickly. Now, if that task is going to take more than 2 minutes, you will want to put that into your Google Calendar or whatever project management or task app that you use, or even writing notes down and kind of centralizing all the things. Now, when it comes to time management, stick with 1 or 2 of the tips that I recommend. Use time blocking, Pomodoro technique. Use 1 or 2 of those. Just use one if you're just starting off. Use time blocking. Time blocking from 4 to 6, I'm gonna focus on just cleaning my house and organizing. Put on some music, clean the whole shit. Or from when you're going through this process, it's gonna feel mundane. You're gonna have your little ego word or voice in the back of your head saying, this is a waste of time, you're wasting your time, you're a loser, you don't know how to fucking do this, you're not skilled at this, why waste your time? You're gonna have all these negative critters that are gonna come in your head and challenge you. What you have to do is stay committed, stay consistent, and follow through, okay? That's how you streamline your routine. That's how you get better and better and better. It's the same thing as working out. There are days when you don't want to go to the gym. You feel tired. You feel mundane. It's just tough. You're sore. You didn't sleep the night before. But you know what? Get the fuck up. Cowboy the fuck up. Or cowgirl the fuck up. And do what you gotta do. When you're continuously rinsing and repeating, you're gonna have some amazing avenues open up. You're gonna have more insights. When you reiterate at nighttime, when you go back and you look throughout the day what you did, you're gonna have insights, epiphanies, reflections, ideas that'll come up and say, hey, I could have done this better. Hey, I could do this better for tomorrow. And then once you catch a wave, once you catch some momentum, mind you, just practice it for 7 days. Once you catch momentum and you're doing this, you're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel like, oh shit, I feel like I have control on this. Then when you come back the next day, it's gonna be easier, it's gonna be smoother, and you're gonna learn to be 1% better. You're gonna learn how you can do something a little bit better. Refine that. That's that progress. When I talk to you about seeing your progress, this is where, reiterating, journaling at nighttime so you can see what you've done and progress. And then at the end of the week, where whatever time period you want to do, I say stick with 6 to 7 after the 7th day. If we're still working from 3 to 5 days, on that 6th day or 7th day, you kind of want to go back throughout the week and say, hey shit, I've done this, I haven't done this, and you fine tune it. You just fine tune it, you get better and better. Hey, this worked for me, this didn't. Hey, this Pomodoro technique worked for me, this time blocking strategy worked for me, or it didn't. And then you find your own groove, you find your own recipe. You just gotta practice. You gotta take action, and you just gotta get your hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Now we're going into number 3. The problem number 3: inconsistent sleep patterns. Okay. All right. After doing some research for this video, I discovered that by not having a consistent time to wake up and go to sleep, you can worsen your mood and increase the chances of depression, which is fucking wild to me, bro. I did not know that. If I knew that in my 20s, Jesus Christ, I know why I was so unstable. With a set time to wake up and a bedtime I have set for myself, those depressional phases I've experienced have minimized. Now it's not gonna just dissipate. It's not gonna disappear. But I have experienced this less depressional thoughts, less negative Nancy or negative critters. I have experienced less of it. Why? Because I'm always up at a certain time and I go to sleep at a certain time, and it helps me. It makes me very consistent in what I want to do. Now that's the problem. The problem is you have an inconsistent sleep pattern, and that's fine. If you're in your teenage years, in your early 20s, I can't deny that because I was there myself. But if you can harness the power of going to bed at a certain time and then waking up at a certain time, man, it's gonna help you increase your follow through, your execution, your emotional state, and overall your life. It gets you closer to self-mastery, for sure, without a doubt. The solution is emphasize or set a time that you want to wake up and a time that you want to go to sleep. Focus on that. Do that for like 6 days. You always need to have one day for yourself, just unwind. And personally, it's best if you have a consistent sleep schedule that involves having at least 1 hour for yourself early in the morning before you even start the day. That is a major key for me in my life. Because back in the day, I used to wake up and just go. Just wake up, drink a little bit of coffee, smoke a little bit of bud, and rock and roll. But that's not me, no. I can't do that because I'm not giving that self-love to myself. And I have to prepare myself to deal with the world now. Because if I want to give 100% to the world, if I want to give 100% to y'all, I got to get myself right. How am I going to fill up your cup? Or how am I able to give water out to you if I don't have my own cup filled? Same metaphor. Once you are consistent with your sleep cycle, whatever hours you want to do. Like again, I told you in the beginning of the video, every recipe is different. Everybody is different. So I want you to emphasize that matter. But I want you to grab the tools and the tips and the value from this video, implement it for you to see what best aligns for you. So if one of your wake up is 10 a.m., do 10 a.m. But just get for sure 6 to 8 hours of sleep. If you sleep 6 hours, do it for like 2-3 days. You got to get that 7 to 8 hour sleep cycle for sure. That works for me. 7 hours for me is good, which is weird. If 7 hours is good, 6 hours is no. But if I sleep like 4 or 5 hours, I'm just up. I'm just up and up and up, but then I'll crash. So like 7 to 8 is my window. You have to play around with this recipe for yourself. I don't know, because everybody has different biochemistries. Everybody has different brain waves. So you just have to work on this consistently to see what works best for you, okay? And then once you start implementing this, first you're gonna see the difference with your productivity, your efficiency, your mood, all that with time and consistency. Well, with time through consistency, you're going to notice, wow, I feel a little bit more energized. Or wow, I'm getting this project done faster. Or wow, it feels good to wake up before everybody else wakes up. It feels good to wake up before the sun wakes up. There got points in time where I'll wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning just for the fuck of it. Okay, now I work at 6 a.m. job, so I used to have to have time for myself. And I used to love that. After I left that job, I would continue waking up at like 4 or 5. And I truly love waking up before the birds started chirping, man. That was back in Boston. I picked up around like 4:45, 5 a.m. I'll wake up, I'll do my morning routine, and then I'll get into journaling. And as I'm journaling, I hear the birds started to chirp up. You feel life, you feel the universe. To sharing tips for improving your sleep hygiene. In the beginning phase, when you're starting off something new, it's gonna be difficult. You're gonna be tossing, you're gonna be turning. It'll probably take you an hour or two to go to sleep. I realized that the best sleep I got was when I was physically exhausted, physically and mentally exhausted. So my sleep hygiene is throughout the day, do as much as possible as you can. Work out or mentally exhaust yourself by doing work, your own work, building your own brand, helping other people.
exhaust yourself. By the time you get to bed, you're tired. You're done. You feel me? Which is another reason why implementing a workout routine on top of work and then your more personal things that you have to take care of throughout the day, it drains your energy. It drains your mental energy. So that's why I would say stack. So by the time nighttime comes, you're exhausted, so you can go to sleep. And if you know what I'm talking about, feeling exhausted. Okay. My sleep hygiene. I'll give you an example of myself. So my sleep hygiene at nighttime. This is how my nighttime looked like when I had my apartment. I would finish my dinner, watch a movie, have my dinner while watching a movie, and then once that 9 or 10 p.m. mark hits, my alarm will go off, say get ready for sleep. So I will turn everything off, reset everything. What I mean about reset everything is clean my kitchen, clean my dishes, brush my teeth, or if I had a very, very difficult day or an extreme physical day, I'll take a warm shower to tell my body, hey, you're knocking out now. Hey, you're going to sleep. That's another subconscious way for me to trigger my body, like, okay, things are calming down now. So I'll watch and finish my movie, finish my dinner. I'll start cleaning the kitchen because that's another way for me to tell my brain, like, hey, now we're unwinding, we're going to sleep. Train my brain to do that for a long time. And then I would take a warm shower, just to kind of tell my body too, like, hey, we're unwinding. Go from go mode to like relax mode. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. And then I would jump into my reiteration, which I told you would be checking out what I did for that day, how much time I spent on certain tasks. Did that align with the goals that I want to do? Or the things that I need to do to get those tasks completed? I would just reiterate. And then I would check in with myself, and I would check in how I felt personally. Like, how were my feelings? What was my mental state at that time when I was doing it? That's another notion that I forgot to mention, that you're going to have to write down some feelings. How do you feel about doing this task? Are you excited? Are you miserable? Does it seem like a chore? I shared some of your tips for improving the sleep hygiene by giving you an example. And yeah, if you want strategies, let me know if you want some strategies for your sleep hygiene.
Joe! All right. Summarizing these points. Personalizing your own morning routine comes from being intentional and consistent. Okay? Showing up for yourself every day and putting in the effort to reiterate your routine is how you will discover what works for you. Learning how to manage your time is going to be the foundation to making this process less difficult and easier to discover what sleep pattern works best for you. The problems we have are lack of personalization, struggle with time management, and inconsistent sleep patterns. Those are the 3 main problems that comes from making your own morning routine. Okay? I'm going back and forth over here. All right? Okay? Conclusion. You have to experiment. You got to refine. You got to wrap it up. Do it every single day. Now, closing this video, I want you to check back in with me if you started your own morning routine. I want you to send me a comment on this video, or send me a DM on Instagram, or just connect with me. I want you to connect with me. But I just want to share this with you guys because I've done it, I'm doing it, and I will continuously do this because I want to leave this world helping those introverts that are into personal development, that are into solo traveling, that are into wine, okay? We breaking down stigmas over here, okay? We're just reconstructing everything. And yeah, I just want to share this experience, this love, these tips, this value. I just want to leave this world a better place than, what I came into it, essentially. And if somebody gives me a message 5 years from now, X amount of years from now, I'm like, yo, bro, I saw that video, bro, and now I got my own business, and I got this, and I got that flowing for myself. I got my family, this and that. Thanks for your video, bro, because I respect that. You feel me? That's what we're here for. To create, to elevate, and to grow. So I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna edit. I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. I'm just gonna have fun, baby. living life, loving life. You feel me? It's Friday over here on my side, but if this video if you connected to this video, share this with somebody. Leave me a comment, like this. Mad love. I appreciate you. Choo, Kenawine, Cookie Man, aka just motherfucking Christian. Out. Choo.